Good morning. Today is Thursday, October 9th, 2025, and I am currently sitting outside of work waiting to go in. So I have some more updates for you as far as the engagement goes. The biggest one, I think, being that the ring finally arrived. It came on Tuesday, and I was able to give that over to my mom after taking a look at it myself. So my mom and my dad will be the ones to give it to me when we come walking back down the pier to meet with everybody. Well, not to meet with everybody, but that's where I'm going to propose. Is we're going to go down to the ocean end of the pier and go get to Erin, the photographer, and she's going to walk with us back all the way to the beach end of the pier where everyone I've asked to gather there, and then I will get the ring from my parents and propose, and that'll be it. Another big uh, development is that Bianca had been Bianca, you had been going out uh, a lot to go shopping and look for outfits and everything because you knew this was going to be happening. You just didn't really know when or where. We'll get to that in a second. So striking out, striking out, striking out. Then yesterday we went shopping, and this was after I had let slip the day that it was going to happen. We were talking about my sister and how she would find out actually yesterday now whether or not she'd be able to stay the whole time. And I said, on Saturday. And so now you know what day it's going to be on. And so I think that kind of like spurred you to be like, all right, we got to go shopping like now. I was like, yeah, pretty much. So we went and you got this beautiful brown dress that matches another brown item that you have that you really like. And it's funny because like that brown one piece, I guess, what would you call it, like a romper or like a jumpsuit, that was something at the very beginning of our relationship I remember you saying you really liked and like you felt really good in. And so now to bring it all the way to now, you found this dress that's like almost the same color. I think it's a beautiful brown dress, and I think it'll go well with the backdrop of the ocean and the pier and everything, which is weird to say. I was looking at the weather, and I think like lately in the morning hours it's been pretty gray. This morning looks like there's some opening in the clouds, so it might be different on Saturday. But it's not supposed to rain. It's supposed to be like 73, 74 degrees max. So it should be a beautiful time at the beach. Even the wind it was showing was like only 3 miles an hour or something. So, I mean, probably out on the end of the pier, it'll be stronger than that. But everything seems to be lining up the way that I had hoped. So we picked up that dress. And then also, the South Coast Plaza was going to close at 8 o'clock. We had like 40 minutes left, so I wanted to get something to match you. So we went to Macy's, and I got this long sleeve, like very soft, very warm brown. It's like mixed browns jacket because the shade of brown for the dress that you got, that Bianca got, is like reddish brown. It's like rustic brown, and we couldn't find something that exactly matched it in something for me. So we found this like mixed brown top where like some of the colors within it do match, and so overall it blends in and it matches. So we found something. Yeah, I think either today or tomorrow I'll send out one final text to everybody and just let them know like exactly what's going to happen, like send them some pictures like here's where parking is and everything. I do feel a little odd about like now that it's coming up and I'm like overthinking everything. I do feel a little odd about the fact that at Seal Beach, it's literally just gonna be they're just gonna be there to witness it, and then we're gonna like take pictures and stuff. But my original idea was to have everyone have like disposable cameras and stuff, and then everyone and we weren't even gonna go on the pier. We were originally gonna go off onto the beach, and everyone was gonna be on the pier. So that was gonna be the original like surprise was we were gonna go over on the beach on the sand, and then everyone was gonna be on the pier, and then I'd be like, look, and then everyone would be there. But I think this will work better. I think it's more organized and it'll be more like, I don't know. I just think it'll go a lot smoother because now everyone knows where to meet. I didn't tell people to bring cameras or anything. I might tell them either today or tomorrow when I message everybody for the last time because I did also ask Erin, the photographer, there's an exclusivity clause, which is basically says like no other professional photographers can be there. And so I messaged her and was like, so I know no other professional photographers can be there, which is totally fine. I didn't expect to have a second one or anything. But if my friends have their own cameras, or their phones or whatever, does that adhere to, or can they not take pictures or videos as well? She's like, no, no, no. That's totally fine. Like they can, if they have their own stuff, they can totally take their own stuff. So, anyways, we are now 2 days away. She still doesn't know where we're going. She doesn't know what time. She does know that she's scheduled on Saturday, so she had kind of like guessed that I had either gotten her a day off or I had, gotten a fake schedule like I did. In 2 days' time, we'll wake up that morning and we'll have our breakfast, we'll have our coffee. She'll probably be like so impatient, be like, let's just go now. It's like, no, dude, I told people that I'm gonna be there at 11. She doesn't even know how people are involved. Like, she knows that people are gonna be there, but she doesn't know in what capacity or anything. Like, she might just think, oh, there's gonna be an after thing, and that's where everybody's gonna be. Like, no, girl, everybody's gonna be there for the thing. But I'm excited, obviously. Why wouldn't I be, right? So the only two people that have seen the ring are me and my mom. And I didn't record my mom seeing it, which I should have done. But I was so wrapped up in the moment and, living it for myself, I guess, that I just didn't think to record it. Send out some texts, work out the nerves, and this is happening. Big stuff. Back again. Sitting in the parking lot at work. It is Friday, October 10th, the day before the engagement, and I have no updates for you. None. I didn't text anybody yesterday. My mom still has the ring. The reservation is still on. But today I'm going to be doing the little things like, cleaning up my beard, washing the car, and just kind of like getting everything settled and ready for tomorrow. I likely will. Bianca works tonight, so that gives me some time to like think about anything that I might be missing here. But I think tonight I will text everybody and be like, hey, can't wait to see you all tomorrow. If you want to bring a camera for yourself and take pictures, there's going to be a photographer, but it's totally, you are more than welcome to bring your own. And since we're not leaving the house until probably like 10:15, 10:30, that means that we can still like maybe go out to breakfast or something, get coffee somewhere. Because that's going to be a lot of time to not eat or anything. Like, that's probably the worst decision to make. We already have everything that we're going to wear. We already, I already know where we're going to go when we get down there. I'm just going to, when we get down there, I'm going to look for a spot on one of the streets closest to the pier. But worst case scenario, I'll have to park in one of the parking lots, which I don't want to do because that's where I told like other people to park. So I don't want to pull up next to somebody like her parents and they're just like in the car. I mean, I think she knows her parents are going to be there for sure, but like one of her friends or something, one of my friends, our friends, I don't want to pull up next to them. She's like, who else is here? But I'm super excited. It's actually supposed to rain today, but it's not supposed to rain tomorrow. So I'm banking on that not being a thing. Bianca went to go get a tattoo consultation last night. They didn't know that I had walked into the tattoo parlor already. And she told her tattoo artist about like a tattoo idea of, well, I won't ruin that here in case whatever happens. But kind of related to getting engaged and everything. And her tattoo artist goes, what? Why would you ruin your life like that? And so she told me, like I heard it, but then she came back and told me and I was like, says him, he's got a kid on the way. Like, what the hell? Oh, I do have a couple updates actually. I called my grandma yesterday, my grandparents yesterday, and told them, and my grandma was like, I didn't expect to be crying at 4:30 on a Thursday, but they were very excited. They're very happy for me and for Bianca and for us. And then I tried to call my aunt, but she must have been working because she texted me later and was like, hey, what's up? And I just texted her, hey, just want to give you some exciting news. I'm proposing to Bianca on Saturday. And then she calls me like within minutes after that. And she's like, you're going to propose. She was so happy, just so excited for me. And yeah, I mean, that's just like I think I said early on in one of these clips, that has been the general consensus. I mean, I guess I wouldn't expect anyone that's getting engaged to tell someone and then be like, oh, cool. Or like not really have a reaction, you know? But I don't know. There's just something that's very reassuring and reaffirming of the fact of the people that I've told are the important people to me in my life, and the way that they've reciprocated energy on it, and like in some cases exceeded my own energy on it. I told my grandma that too, because she was saying how I was calling like every month, and then I just got swept up in these plans. I got swept up in work. I got swept up on, just supporting the life that we have. And I was saying, yeah, I think after this, I want to sit down with Bianca and start planning stuff out again. We recently started hosting people at our place. So it'd also be nice to go out and see people, that we love too. And I'm excited for that as well. I mean, just everything, the whole concept of it, right? Finding your partner, falling madly in love with them, not really knowing if for sure this was going to be the outcome, but always openly, casually talking about it. And now here we are. Like, there's two sides to this, two perspectives of this. One of them is feeling like, yeah, this is how it was supposed to go, like the whole time. This was like the goal. This is where we were headed. We always talked about it. But then there's always still that side that's just like, well, you never know. Things can happen, things can change. And, I'm fully prepared to have to deal with that, however shitty it may be. So there's like the romantic side and the realistic side. And they've blended so well together that like now this is just the reality. Like this was always going to be the reality. And I've had, in the past, I may have had romantic ideas, of what I wanted, and other people that I had been with, but it didn't go that way, right? And so you get kind of in the mindset of prepare for the worst and hope for the best, which I guess goes for a lot of things in life, but especially in cases like this where it's a huge deal, having someone to share life with. It's something that I've always idealized to other people. Like that should be what you want if you're gonna be with someone, like a partner to really enjoy life with. And my thing has always been, at the end of the day, I want to be with someone that no matter what we do individually, no matter if we're having issues, as a couple, no matter how much excitement, no matter how much sadness, just at the end of the day, we always come back to each other and can talk to each other about all of it. And, balance each other out and share each other's highs and support each other's through each other's lows. And that's all that this relationship has been with Bianca. I'm super lucky. So that is my update for today, and probably going to be the last one until everything happens tomorrow. When I do put this all together, I love you, Bianca, so much, if that hasn't become clear. And I can't wait to see the look on your face with every little surprise that comes tomorrow. And especially, I hope that you like the ring. I have a feeling that you will, and I'm not too worried about it. Ultimately, I just hope that tomorrow makes you happy and is a precursor to all the things that we'll be continuing to share together. I love you so much.